Oakenhawke here with another Whip Bros video. The majority of this video is just going to be Virtuous and I duking it out in the Duel Arena. There's a special surprise at the end, so make sure you watch all the way through to see that. So this is our first fight using Soul Split. Don't know why. I wasn't using it. Must be afraid. No, I'm just kidding. Started off slow. Pulled out his Chaotic Maul, tried to get some big hits with that. Accidentally used a whip special. He hits a 407 with the Chaotic Maul, switched to the Claws spec, get a high hit. Things slow down again. He pulls out his Rapier, hits me for a 355. We're both low. Could go either way, and he dies. Okay, second fight, Virtuous versus Oakenhawke. Same thing, same gear, using Turmoil with super attack and strength potions. Starts off kinda slow, 223, that's not much. Pulls out his Maul, 215, decent hit, not much. 454 with a whip, switch to the D-Mace, 198, one more spec, and he goes down. That's how you do it. Fight number 3. Changed my top. I had my friend's BCP, so I decided to use my own gear. Fighter torso, for those of you who can't tell, fight starts off good with me hitting a 428. He still can't hit anything. Pull out that D-Mace, hit him for a 335. He's almost dead. One more spec, and he is down for the count. Fight number 4 between Oakenhawke and Virtuous. My special weapon for this fight was the Dragon Claws. Alright, as this fight starts off, you can see nothing's happening. Nothing. Still. Bam! I hit a 180. He pulls out the Dragon Claws. He hits me for a 400, and then he hits me for a 200. I put on my claws. Oh my god! He is low. He is down. Alright, this is the 5th fight. This one, it lasted a bit longer. We used no potions on this one. Starts off, he already comboing me pretty hard with that Rapier. I just can't seem to get a hit in. Hitting me again. I'm under half. Haven't even touched him. Now mind you, we were not using defense potions before, only super attack and strength. And he pulled out the Maul and KO'd me. Fight number 2 or 6. Second fight with no potions. Starting off, of course, hits me with the Rapier. No hits. Hits me decently. Pulls out the Maul. Hits me pretty decently again. I'm pretty low now, and I still haven't hit him once. Pull out the CLS. Trying to get fancy. Switch it up a bit. I finally sneak a hit in as he knocks me down. This was fight number 7, using low risk PKing gear to give it the feel of wilderness fighting without the risk. Mind you, you may say, but you're not going to be in the mentality that you could lose stuff. We still, at least I still fought as if my gear was on the line. It is risking an entire bank, like 100 mil bank. So, fight starts slow. He gets a good hit, but it's not that much of my health bar. I'm not really in any danger at this point. I hit him. We're down to about the same now. Nothing going on. And this is the point where things can get hectic. I hit him for a 318. That's a good hit. But now I don't hit again. He eats back up to half. But I hit him again, and that's when you pull out the DDS, 1 spec. Alright, spec him again, and he dies. Eighth fight, low risk PKing gear again. This clip really shows how drawn out a wilderness fight can really end up being. We both start off not really hitting anything. I get a good hit there, and then I combo him pretty hard. He's almost dead, so I'm like, alright, I'll pull out the DDS. Spec, nothing. Spec, nothing. That second spec could have hit. The third or fourth could also hit him hard and taken him down. He hit me hard for 415. Obviously, that's the point where you want to eat because they're going to pull out their DDS. He specs me twice for nothing. The DDS, you never know what's going to happen. It could either tear them to shreds if you've seen in past clips or do nothing. The whip, the ones that you saw right there, he comboed me hard. You never know what's going to happen. And we're both chilling around about half-life points now. This is where we start trading blows, but nobody's really hitting. He gets a good hit in. I once again get crap hits. He gets a decent hit in. Takes away about half the health I gained back from that shark. Once again, back to nothing. Get a good hit. He eats it back up though. Bam, good hit. DDS, crap spec. To be honest, if you can, use a Karazi. Good hit. DDS'd him out. This was our 9th and final fight, once again in low risk PKing gear. Used the DDS spec from the start and then got nothing with that, but got a good whip hit after that. Hits me good again to where I have to eat to be safe. I get a good hit on him, but he can't eat or else he'd be safing. Potential for your target to run away at that point. I hit him pretty decently, and then I get another one after that. I spec'd him pretty hard, but he had too much health at that point for me to really do anything. Second spec didn't hit at all. I'm actually hitting him pretty consistently with the whip. DDS once again, pull it out, and it's doing nothing. Back to using the whip. Hits me good, I hit him good, he pulls out the DDS, I go down. So, this is a surprise PKing clips from the beta. I didn't get accepted in the beta, Virtuous did. I've known him personally for a long time, so he let me use his account. The person I'm fighting, Farrell, is an acquaintance of ours. Now, you'll notice in the video I do not click anything save for him or the bandit that's attacking me. I wish I could tell you what the abilities did, but I don't remember. I know what they did at the time because I spent a good 20 minutes setting up my action bar to build adrenaline as fast as I could. I have 7 basic abilities, 2 threshold, and 2 ultimate. Threshold abilities deal more damage than basic, but give you less adrenaline. So I would use one of those every now and again to get a good hit on him to keep him on edge, but then use the basic abilities quite frequently just to get that adrenaline up fast so I could build up an ultimate. You'll see here, in a moment, I used my ultimate, and it hits him fairly hard. They take a moment to activate, though. He's almost dead. Just auto-attacked him down. Second beta clip, fighting the same person. I ate 3 times in the first clip. This one, much shorter. I used a different ultimate to kill him in this one. He's actually using a rapier with a divine now. He's using a double rapier combo. I'm using CLS main hand with a chaotic rapier offhand. We're both using full bandos with a fire cape and a fury. I have a Tokal Zoe on and he has a berserker ring. As you can see, he's really not doing much to me. You know, he eats up. He was using sharks. I was using rocktail. I don't know why he was using sharks. Everything you get in the beta is free. But I have my ultimate built up. Use it. Hit him hard. And he dies.